Welcome back to the Spook House. I am Phil, and this is my, for the first time, official co-host, Doug.
Official, with a capital. Official.
I mean, it was always like, you're the co-host, you know. But
well, I like coming on here and hanging out with you.
I pulled you aside at VHS Fest. I took you by the hand. I got down on one knee. I pulled out the 24 karat. Not diamond, 24 karat gold ring, had a little microphone on it. I said, Doug, you wanna make this official? You want to be the official co-host?
And this was after I spit on the Deftones tape.
Yeah, this was afterwards. So
that's how you know it's true love, folks.
But yeah, I mean, I was like, yeah, like you're pretty much the official co-host, but you want to, take that next step in the relationship.
And we're on to the next level. I said yes 1,000 times yes, and we're doing this forever. We're brothers, we're homies, we're in the trenches together talking shit about Halloween Kills and Not Malignant. So we doing it.
Hey, it's what we do. But we got a heavy hitter today, man. It's the movie that's on everybody's minds. Nope.
Nah.
You saw this a night or two before I did. I guess we'll just jump right on into it, man. What did you think?
Man, there's a whole lot.
That's a loaded question. Lot.
Yeah. But I personally, I saw it a second time. I saw it again last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, saw it again, and it was even better the second time around. And I really liked it the first time I saw it. And then, like, I love movies where you could kind of just, like, go down an internet rabbit hole and just spiral into a bunch of, like, theories and think pieces and articles and trying to, like, wrap your head around what actually was.
Sure. Yeah, sorry, my dog.
Scout wants to get in on the conversation.
The dog has some thoughts on the movie as well. Sorry about that, folks. But go ahead, Doug.
Scout is definitely a Jordan Peele fan. He knows his stuff. No, but yeah, I really liked it. Now I just love Jordan Peele movies. I just love his direction and his attention to detail. And honestly, there wasn't a lot of dialogue in this movie, but the dialogue that was said was impactful. Like, there wasn't a lot to say, but you could first of all, Daniel Kaluuya is magic. I could watch him literally. He could play fucking Barney, and I'll probably just like cry. He's just so good. Barney. He's so good.
Yeah, he is.
He just draws you in. Like, there's something about him. He just, even from Get Out, and you said Get Out is your favorite of Jordan Peele's out of the three. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, but you said, did I imagine this? Did you say that you liked Us better than Nope?
When you FaceTime me after, I think you FaceTime me Sunday night, right? And we talked about like the ranking, and that was before I saw it once.
Okay.
Or before I saw it again. What am I saying? I don't know. It's hard. I love them all. Get Out is easily my number one, but the more I think about the themes and how just like big and bold Nope is, it's interchangeable. I don't know. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, they are two very different movies. Like, this is a very grand movie. Like, well, before we go any further, spoilers, obviously, we're just going to...
Hard spoilers.
Who knows what we're going to say, but we're going to...
Hard-on spoilers.
Talk about... Hard-on spoilers. We're going to talk about everything. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, you might want to back out now. But this is a very broad, like, just... It's a spectacle, you know?
Jordan Peele had that fuck you money for this movie.
Like 60 million, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Jordan Peele said, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want for this movie.
Which, for what the movie is, I mean, that's pretty impressive. Some would even consider that like kind of on the low budget side.
And it doesn't even like it was cool because usually when you increase the budget, everything gets bigger, obviously, but then it starts to just feel like the story gets kind of muddled because they're literally just like doing action set pieces and like putting more focus and attention onto that. This did not feel that way. This completely didn't, because it didn't look like it cost 60 mil. Besides, they put so much into like the design of the alien, which we said spoilers, right?
Sure, yeah.
All right, because holy shit, it was just like, what is that thing?
Yeah, it was like a giant parachute kite, like floating art display or something. It was really cool. I love that the alien was like this living organism. The spaceship was the creature.
Yeah, and the sheer fact that we're so, I think we talked about this the other night when we were just chatting. He subverted all expectations because from what we're conditioned to know about aliens from alien movies and like Spielberg movies and E.T. and Signs and and the fourth kind, aliens are like little extraterrestrial green men. They kind of look like us, but they're big eyes. But in this world, we don't know what aliens are in reality.
Yeah,
we've never seen. Maybe, I mean, there's obviously been sightings and stuff, but we don't actually know. So it could literally be anything. So I loved how Jordan Peele took that idea and was like, "This is my alien. This is what I'm making it."
Yeah, it was a very original idea. I thought, like the alien, like any organism, has to feed to survive. So he sucks up people inside his hole and chews them up and spits them out. Like,
that was a big hole that he had.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that scene where it abducted, or I guess I don't know if abducted is the right word, but like ate all those people at the Jupiter's Claim thing. And they're just like stuck in its intestines or whatever you want to call it. That was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I really want to know. It would be interesting to see the behind the scenes of that specific scene because, and this is like the smallest gripe ever with this movie because it's cool to like, for like less is more, like show don't tell or whatever. But like, I would have loved to see some like fire in the sky type of shit where it's just all like mangled inside his, inside the UFO creature's like body and stuff like that. But it just looked like they were going through like a
playhouse
Six Flags ride or something. Yeah, which is fine, but because like we don't know, like it's mystery, which is totally fine, and I liked it. But some things I just want to see more rather than let my imagination take me completely there. Because they showed a little bit, and obviously it's up to interpretation from what you see, and it just looked like they were being squeezed in between two inflatable.
Yeah, looked like they were at a bouncy house or something.
Yeah, like a little fucking bouncy house. And the opening of the movie where it, you see, we don't know what it is. It's just like its mouth, and it looks like a laundry chute or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we realize it's the UFO creature jellyfish thing.
Yeah. Man, some of the like just when Daniel Kaluuya is just like hanging out at the ranch at night, some of those shots were just so beautiful. I was like, I just want to live here. Like,
yeah.
Put me in that house. I want to become a horse wrangler or whatever.
Right. And like, it was such like Jordan Peele is, and we're gonna say this a lot probably during this episode, but Jordan Peele is just like everything he does is just such like an original take on these types of movies, because like a horse, like their company is like a horse wrangling company for Hollywood. Like that's never been, unless at least to my knowledge, it's such like a different rich story because we've never seen it before. And like we see kind of what they go through and kind of how like Keke Palmer like just runs in and does the safety meeting, like that stuff that we don't know because I mean me and you are not in Hollywood, we're not on sets, although it would be fucking cool to be. But like just seeing that from that Hollywood from that angle is rad.
Yeah, it's usually, from what I hear, I've been on a couple episodes of One Tree Hill. What's up? But
oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Have I ever showed him to you?
No. Were you frat boy number 6?
No. This was back in my back in the day. I'll send it
We
to you.
got to pull up some screenshots here.
Oh man, I can't find them right now. But like
bullshit, you got them saved.
From what little bit I was on set, it was like it doesn't feel like a fun environment, you know. And I hear that a lot on movie sets. Like, oftentimes it's just really tense and quiet, and there's egos and drama, and so yeah. But this movie, it did. It felt like a kind of a thank you to like the behind the scenes crew, you know, like yeah. These type of characters usually don't get the spotlight on them, much less animal wranglers or animal trainers, you know.
It was a completely different angle that Jordan Peele came at, like a horror movie with, because it wasn't really horror, it was more sci-fi. There were some horror elements to it for sure, but it felt very Twilight Zone-esque, except just a little, you know, if Twilight Zone had like a 2-hour long episode.
Yeah, you know what I wanted more of though? It's Keith David.
That's what
he was just so good.
Jordan Peele did the Scream thing. He hired a major actor and murdered them in the first scene.
Well,
I guess major, but
like major to us. You know, he's kind of I guess cult icon in a way. Like we know him from like The Thing, you know. Hey, another alien movie.
He's in a couple.
You ever seen Men at Work? Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
Oh wait, wow.
Dude,
okay,
he's
never mind.
so funny in that. They're garbage men.
I didn't see that movie. I thought you said Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang.
But that's a good movie too. But no, Men at Work. Shout out to that movie. Keith David is in that, and he is hilarious. That's an underrated comedy from 1990, I think.
Oh, it's 90s? I thought it was 80s.
Yeah, it was like very early 90s, but. Yeah, he's great.
I might watch that later tonight.
I might watch it tonight. Oh, and he was in there. There's Something About Mary too.
Who was he in Something About Mary?
He was Mary's stepdad. Like, because Ted comes to pick her up for the prom, and he plays that joke on him, like, she left here now and go with Woogie.
Yeah. Holy shit! The last time I saw Something About Mary was. I don't know. I was like 13 or something.
I watched it like 2 months ago. It's great.
Ben Stiller, especially in the 90s and early 2000s and whatever.
Yeah.
A whole large span. He's a gem.
Yeah.
He's so good. Cable Guy is one of my favorites. Even though he directed it, but yeah.
All right, let's get back to Nope. Yeah, where do we go from here? I mean,
what were your, give me like 3, since he has 3 movies, what were your 3 favorite moments in the whole movie?
In the movie? You know what? Even though this was it turned out to be a false scare or whatever, one of the more tense moments in the theater was when the people from Jupiter's Claim dressed as aliens, and I mean, I was like, oh shit, is he really going this route? But I mean, for a moment there, it was like, oh shit, like
it seemed like shit was about to go down,
right?
And it's been like, it was like a half hour into it, and you're like, oh, all right, we're doing this. Like this is it. He's breaking right into it, and then completely subverts.
Did you want to see? Did you want this movie to have like a Signs moment where you see an alien? Like, I probably didn't need it, you know. I mean, of course, it doesn't need it. Like the movie's still great without it, but
a
little part of me was like, let's see him.
Because, and I'm with you. I wanted to, because that's what I thought the movie was. That's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like alien invasion, Jordan Peele movie. Let's go. And that's why I needed to, after I first saw it, I needed to process it, because I went in with expectations and I wasn't let down. I was just like, wow, that was just so different than I thought it was going to be. And I was like, wow, he completely just, because even in the trailers, you see the little alien. Obviously, it was on purpose. You see like the little alien plush dolls and stuff like that, and you see a little head peeking out of the hallway or whatever. And then when what we now know is Jupiter's Claim, and you see the chick with like the eaten face from Gordy, which we also need to talk about. I'm like, oh, aliens hiding in plain sight. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking do it. And then it was just not that.
Which I think was probably for the best. I mean,
brilliant. Jordan Peele is brilliant.
And it wouldn't make sense to see little green men because the spaceship was the creature.
Exactly.
So I mean, there was like nothing. I'm assuming there weren't people inside of it operating the ship. The ship was just this.
There is no ship.
Yeah.
That is the alien, that was like a pretty wild reveal. In that movie, because after that you still have another 45 minutes.
Yeah,
like there's still a whole other movie attached to
this. This is a long movie. It's long. I
thought so. What is it? What does it clock in at? Is it like 2 hours and 30?
I think it's 2 and some change, It's
so when I saw it first, I was like, wow, we got out pretty early. And it didn't feel that long. And I was like, no, I looked at the time and I was like, yeah, it is kind of long. And then I saw it last night and I was like, wait, no, this movie isn't that long because we got out so early. So I don't know.
Sure.
It doesn't feel that long because it's just that good. You just like grip the whole entire time.
Yeah, at no point was I checking my phone to see what time it was, or I was engaged the entire time. I mean, this movie did a great job of just captivating you, and it kept you guessing the entire time. Like, shit, what's going to happen next? So
yeah, and you were just still, even when that reveal happens, there's still so much more mystery to uncover, and it was fun watching them uncover the mystery and come up with that whole plan. Another thing that Jordan Peele does perfectly is like immediately throws you into the pace of the movie. Immediately, he like has your mind adjust to like what he's showing you. So like it's not action heavy, even though it was like an epic adventure. He really just like lets the camera linger and lets the actors do their thing and really like holds. I love like John Carpenter, which apparently is a big influence for Jordan Peele. He just like lets things linger and like lets you marinate in the atmosphere. And Jordan Peele does that like just masterfully. Like you're immersed in the world that he's trying to portray on the screen.
All those shots where he's hanging out at the ranch at night outside looking up at the sky really takes its time, and the sound design is excellent. Like, go see this in theaters, if you haven't yet. But yeah, like you'd hear just a little horse neighing off in the distance, or you'd hear just the wind, and it really gave you that isolated feeling.
And the fact that they were on a ranch, like, it's already a creepy setting as it is. There's no one around them.
Yeah. What would you compare this movie to? I got Jaws vibes from it.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Sky Jaws.
Yeah. I mean, if you think of the UFO as, as the shark, that's essentially what it is,
Yeah, it's a living, breathing animal, and it's a predator. And I would say very Spielberg. Like everything about it is very Spielberg. Even E.T. maybe, but minus the alien.
I've never seen E.T.
Wait, what?
I've never seen E.T.
Man, you gotta get on that. What is going on?
What am I doing over here?
I mean, I have not seen some like classic movies that you'll probably spit in my face for, but E.T. is like,
hey, we all have them,
E.T. Yeah. It's got to be, and you know what? I will say, I'm not a huge fan of Jaws. Like, it's just okay.
Really?
To me, like, I admire it. Mm-hmm. I like it for what it is, but I don't know. I'm just not like an animal horror type of guy. Like like any movie that involves like alligators, like what's that movie where there was like a flood and like alligators are attacking this woman's family? I was like, I'll pass. I'll skip on that. No,
I know what you're talking about. That movie was pretty good though. You
I
didn't
just have
fuck with
no
Lake.
interest in seeing it.
What about Lake Placid, bro? Come on.
Oh, I'll watch it for Betty White and Betty White only. For Betty White saying "fuck." You know what movie is really really bad, and I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure because when I guess I like it, but I don't know. It's fucking dumb. Anaconda.
Oh, yeah.
The craziest cast
boy.
ever. J-Lo, Owen Wilson, Ice Cube, John Voight.
Yeah.
And who else? Someone else.
Did you say Ice Cube?
I said
Yeah, okay.
You can't forget Ice Cube.
Yeah. Man, what a movie. That was a big hit back in the day.
1998, right?
I want to say 97. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. That CGI does not hold up. Holy shit.
No, it was really bad. And I have a fear of snakes, and I was terrified of it when I watched it as a kid. And I watched it sometime last year, and I was like, wow, this is not good. Yep, you were right. 1997. Look at the brains on film.
Hey, check it out. Does it have a new metal soundtrack? It should.
1997?
Probably does it. Yeah, probably
I don't
does
see J-Lo and Mudvayne. As amazing as that would be, Jenny from the Block is not digging that shit. If you catch my drift.
Maybe Owen Wilson and Primer 55 will do a collab.
Yeah. His nose will be playing the guitar.
Yo, he's gonna do a superhero movie.
He's in Loki. That? Wait, there's another one?
Yeah, he's like the star in this new superhero thing. I'm like, damn it, they got you too.
But if Marvel said, Phil, if you want to play a superhero tomorrow, here's like,
hell yeah,
a fucking $1 million.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, you have to. What the fuck? You're not passing up $1 million. They probably pay more than that.
I bet his name's gonna be like Captain Wow or something.
Like Wowza. Something short and sweet.
Hey, here's one thing I don't want to happen. I don't want Hollywood to come knocking on Jordan Peele's door and be like, hey, Jordan Peele, you're really hot right now. We want to reboot the fucking, what's some bullshit? We want to reboot Iron Man. We want you to direct it. I'd be so fucking pissed.
But like, it's going to happen. Maybe not. You know who fucking directed The Eternals? Chloe Zhao. It's Z. It starts with a Z.
Uh-huh.
You know what she directed before The Eternals?
What?
Nomadland, which is the complete opposite movie of anything Marvel. It was just, what's her name? God damn it. Her name's escaping me. Frances McDormand.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean,
like,
that happens with a lot of directors. They come out with these cult hits and they have a lot of promise, and then Marvel scoops them up to direct some generic shit, and we never get sequels to Trick or Treat, or things like that happen.
As long as they believe in Jordan Peele, then that's fine, because the man deserves work. And if they keep giving him money and he keeps delivering, then he'll keep being able to do whatever he wants. So you can shit talk Marvel all you fucking want. give him Fantastic Four. Give him Black Panther 3.
Wait, you're telling me you would be cool if it was like Jordan Peele's directing the new Fantastic? Oh,
absolutely.
Over like a new, fresh, original horror movie? You'd rather see that?
If we're comparing it, then no. I would rather a new original movie. But like, if he gets hired to do a Marvel movie, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, Jordan Peele. Like, let's get it done.
I don't think that'll happen though. I'm pretty sure he has plenty of original ideas that he wants to do.
Yeah, and
just from watching interviews with him, seems like a very intelligent guy. I'm sure that's not gonna quite scratch the creative itch to do a superhero movie or something. Unless
Scrooge McDuck comes along and puts his beak up his ass and is like, movie, let's go. 10 mil. Well, you can't pass that up. But yeah, I agree with you. I think Jordan Peele is gonna stick to the hopefully stick to the horror route because he's so good. He's
Yeah,
so
he is
good.
good.
And like
And-
his voice is so like it's such like a singular voice that he has where like you know it's a Jordan Peele movie and like 3 movies deep, he hasn't missed.
Yeah.
He hasn't really came out with a bad movie.
Maybe that last act on Us was a little, kind of missed the mark a little bit.
You said
I
it,
mean, not a bad movie, not shitting on it, but it was a one and done watch for me. I mean, I watched Get Out multiple times.
Get Out is a must watch like a lot of times. I watched that on the plane going to somewhere, either California or Portland, but like it's such a good movie. And like everything about it. And he just knows how to balance horror and comedy. Like you know he's a real horror fan. Like not even a horror fan, like he studies John Carpenter. He's like a master of the craft. Like he's not just doing it for money and it's not cheap. He just it seems like he puts a lot of love and passion into it, which is why I think his movies do so well and translate. It made 44 mil at the box office this weekend, which is not bad.
Gonna make a lot more than that after all is said and done.
After word of mouth, hell yeah. I was watching some like
good for him. Good for horror.
Yeah, like, original horror. Like it's
original
not
horror movies.
A reboot, sequel. Let's go. This is what we need.
Yeah, and that's why we need him to keep going and not direct bullshit.
I'm with you. I don't.
Jordan Peele's on our side.
But if Jordan Peele decides to direct, like,
if old Moneybags comes along and lights a cigar,
Blade. You don't want to see Jordan Peele direct Blade with Mahershala Ali. You're on crack.
I'd be pretty stoked about that. Like, what do you want to see him do next? If let's assume it's in the world of horror, like what subgenre? Of course, he's going to put his own spin on it, and it would be really unique.
Yeah,
but Us was kind of already a slasher in a way.
So was Get Out. I think Get Out was a slasher. Yeah. A smart type of slasher. It wasn't just like a mindless killing type of thing, but it's, it had a lot of good slasher moments. Yeah. Had some jump scares. Not by textbook definition of slasher. It's in the same wheelhouse. Us, I'm with you. Slasher, totally. Nope. Sci-fi, easily. Sci-fi horror. Like, I guess if you want to put something to it, like Fire in the Sky or Signs, like you said.
Yeah. I watched Fire in the Sky for the first time like a few months ago.
Did we talk about this? Because I watched it like last year for the first time.
I don't think we talked about it, but
what do you think about it?
Overall, the movie was pretty good. I enjoyed the whole experience. The abduction scene was fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean
whew.
Yeah, but the rest of the movie around it was just it's okay. I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah, it was a good, I mean, it's a little corny, maybe because it was made in 1990 and like that type of genre film, maybe they didn't take it that seriously, but the way I'll compare it with Fire in the Sky to Nope, like the payoff has to impact you, and there's a lot of buildup in Fire in the Sky to this alien abduction, and when they show it, you're like, holy shit, this is
it's nightmare fuel for sure.
So, yeah, I was not like no, like with his everything just being peeled, his skin being peeled back, and just like the sharp items and the aliens were terrifying, and just the inside of what the spaceship looked like was pretty unique. And then Nope, when you realize that there's not aliens per se, it's the alien is the UFO eating people, and you're like, oh fuck, like they can't escape this. The payoff has to work, and in both those movies they do.
Yeah, thanks for shouting out The Fourth Kind earlier. That's you don't hear about that one a whole lot. It's not bad.
It's a good movie.
It's got a good creepy vibe to it. It pairs nicely with like the Mothman prophecies or something. Oh shit! I don't know why I thought of this the other day, but I was like, I want to see Jordan Peele make a Mothman movie.
Dude, I'm with it. I'm so with it.
But cover the whole story, like the Men in Black and all the other
Indrid
creepy
Cold
shit. All that stuff was left out of the Mothman prophecies. I love that movie. It just has a eerie, cold vibe to it. But
I'm
the story.
trying to remember.
You've never seen that?
I saw it twice, but the first time I saw it was like when I was a teenager. The second time I saw it, I don't remember. I remember because we both loved the Mothman, but I remember seeing it. I had to be like maybe mid-20s because I'm like, I remember this movie not being. Yeah, well. I don't remember shit. I remember Richard Gere, right?
Yeah,
I remember
fucking Laura Linney.
Laura Linney, yes, completely forgot about that. All I remember is Richard Gere going up to a house and the lights flickering.
And Will Patton, is that his name? The guy that's in Halloween Ends, Halloween Kills, the sheriff. Yeah, he's in it. Was that you or me?
That was some.
It might have been, but okay.
Some crotch rocket over here.
But yeah, Mothman Prophecies, good movie. But dude, I think Jordan Peele could take all that and do something with it. But
you answered my question. I want to see Jordan Peele do like a mythical creature type of movie.
Okay.
Like something in the lore of America, like not Chupacabra, but like New Jersey Devil or the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster would be something. We haven't seen a movie with the Loch Ness Monster, really.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean,
did you ever see The Host? Bong Joon-ho?
No.
Dude,
I did not.
Actually, anniversary of it today. It came out in like 2000 and...
What's it about?
Remember it. It's
Loch Ness Monster?
Kind of, but like not really.
Okay.
Not really. It's like some creature. It has a lot to do with kind of like a nationwide pandemic, and they don't know what's happening. And you come to find out it's like a creature feature type of deal. Really good movie. And like kind of like, who can you trust on the human level about like, what the government isn't telling you and what's the truth and what's not, and all around this like creature. It's really good. Just think like Cloverfield. All right. A little bit Cloverfield.
Okay.
Except like not like a Godzilla like creature destroying New York City. Cloverfield is one of my top 20 favorite movies of all time. Fucking love that movie.
Takes you right back to 2008.
Hell yeah, baby. I was sitting front row.
Soon as Jersey Shore turns off, you turn on Cloverfield.
Too bad Cloverfield didn't mosey on to the Jersey Shore. Could have just stomping all over those greasy people.
All right, so back to Nope. Let's talk about like some of the overarching themes of the movie. I'm sure people are going to analyze this movie for years to come because there's a lot to chew on. But did you take anything away from it? Like, was there an overarching theme? Yeah, I think one thing I noticed was pretty much everybody in the movie was willing to die for fame.
Yeah.
Like you had the Jupiter's Claim guy. He obviously didn't learn his lesson.
No.
With the TV show, he turns that tragedy into this spectacle and he's profiting from it. You have the director that shows up at the ranch. He ultimately sacrifices himself just to get footage of this craft. You got the TMZ guy that shows up. That was random, right? I was like,
really random.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And even the Haywoods themselves. I mean, their whole thing is to get rich. They want to get on Oprah, to be the first people to have undeniable proof of UFOs. So everybody's sort of chasing this same thing, and a lot of people die because of it.
Yeah, and the whole focus of the movie really is about spectacle. And now that you mentioned that, where people are sacrificing themselves to, get heard or be seen, and and I think a lot of it has to do with like some representation. Like a lot of people, well, Jordan Peele has openly said that he makes his movies for his culture. Nope is a black people movie, and that's why I think it's so fresh and original, because we haven't seen a lot of those made, and Jordan Peele just gets it. And this movie wouldn't work. I don't think this movie wouldn't work without that, or it wouldn't work in the modern era, because people are so wrapped up nowadays with like the TMZ guy, like you said, like he crashed and his health is deteriorating. He's like, get my camera, take the picture. Did you don't help me? It's like, wow, all right, a little heavy-handed, but like that's how deep people get into like social media and TikTok, and they want just those 5 seconds of fame, and it's really shown in this movie, like with every character. And yeah, like you said, like Jupe, who's played awesomely by Steven Yeun. I love him so much.
Yeah, he's great in this.
Good.
Yeah, Scott. He's just excited about the movie. He
loves Nope.
He's a little energetic right now, so he might interrupt a little bit more. But hey, Nope's about animals as well. Hey, another theme in Nope.
Animals.
Treat animals with respect. There you go.
Yes, and like listen to the wranglers. They know what they're doing. But I love how they keep on doing like these flashbacks to, well, one for Gordy, which was cool, and two, when Keith David basically blanketed the entire movie when he was like, some animals can't be trained. Flat out. That's pretty much what they're telling you with the Gordy flashbacks, is like, even though he's trained and, these safety wranglers are there making sure that, the people are safe, the animals are safe, no one's getting abused, still an animal. It could.
Yeah. That scene was terrifying, dude. When that chimp went ape shit, no pun intended, and started killing everybody, like that was pretty fucking terrifying, because that stuff happens.
But do you think? Yeah, well, you probably read this in one of the articles, but Jordan Peele got that idea from the actual lady that got like attacked by a fucking ape on a talk show.
Whoa!
It's on.
Did it like rip her face off?
It fucked her up. It's on YouTube. You could probably find it somewhere. I'll have to send it to you later. But what was I saying?
About the lady with the ape gets attacked on the TV show. Oh, it's okay. It'll come to you.
Well, that's my train of thought.
Isn't it the ape goes crazy because a balloon pops, right? Isn't that what sets it off?
So, that's what I was going to ask you. I have theories about that, but do you think, since Jupe's character is kind of like a bullshitter, like he kind of is masking his trauma by talking about like the SNL skit, and kind of like maybe what we were seeing in the flashbacks with Gordy, isn't how it really, he's remembering it differently than he's explaining it, or he explains it in like a joking, playful type of manner, and what we're seeing in the flashbacks is like what really happened.
That's possible. Yeah, I mean, he could be bullshitting, but I don't know. He seemed like a fairly honest guy. He just probably wasn't getting any work, and he was clinging to that one little bit of fame that he had, and he was kind of exploiting the whole tragedy of it.
Yeah, which is why I don't think, I mean, he seems like, I don't think he was an honest guy, because he was buying the horses from OJ, and he was using it as bait.
All right. Okay.
OJ did not know that. If he knew, I love when he's like, I'm getting my horse back. I just love Dan Kaluuya in everything.
Yeah.
And then do you think that the aliens, who knows how many of these things are, do you think that had anything to do with the shoe standing straight up, or
just about to ask you about that,
or like, do you think, like what I was saying, like, so obviously, Gordy snapped from what we've seen. Like you said, the balloon popping. I don't know, because the shoe is standing straight up. My theory is that, like, who knows how long these alien creatures have been around, and it's maybe like the alien creature was trying to like suck things up, and it couldn't go through, and that made like that made Gordy go crazy instead of the balloon, but they kind of just pawned it off as that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there was a shoe standing straight up for some reason, and he had it displayed the same way in his little museum,
which is totally messed up.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that shoe. Who knows? Well, I would say why is the shoe still standing straight up then? Or maybe he just has it propped up that way because that's how he remembered it from the angle that he was at under the table. So I don't know.
Kind of like different perspective. Or it's just like, well, since it's about like spectacles and miracles, kind of, it was just some freak thing.
Maybe
just
so.
Like the alien creature.
Maybe the back of that shoe is just really flat. I don't know what kind of shoe would have that, but
it didn't look like a Converse.
It was definitely not a Converse.
Converses are fucking flat.
Yeah.
The worst to wear in the winter.
Keke Palmer, fucking great.
Yes, have to shout out Keke.
Yeah. I
mean, you immediately know when she comes on the screen, you're like, oh, I know that character. You're like, I already know everything she's about, and she's so good.
Yeah. She's been in all of, was she in Get Out? No,
she was in no Jordan Peele movies. This was her first role, and Jordan Peele wrote it for her.
Okay.
Which I wonder how he made that assessment based off of her previous work.
What else was she in? I know I've seen her in.
She's a Disney Channel chick.
Really?
She was a child actor, yeah, and I did not know this, and she's done so many things. This is the first time I heard about her, and then I had some people at work that are Disney stans, and they're like, yeah, she was like child, like she was on she had her own Disney show. First black-led Disney show on the channel.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But she was phenomenal.
Yeah. Daniel Kaluuya.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I always mispronounce his name. He's
Daniel's son.
Daniel's son. Yeah, I mean, anything he does, he's great in. However, in this movie, in certain scenes, like he was almost a little flat at times where I don't know if he's just very unaffected by seeing a fucking giant UFO like open up and swallow people, but he just kind of had that same facial expression through most of the movie. Not bad, you know, but I know I'd be losing my shit if I'm sure most people would be, right?
And that's the difference. I think that's what Jordan Peele was, what he was also trying to do is it's a cultural difference. How all of his movies are about race, whether it's, linearly, is that a word? It's like about race,
sure. Mm-hmm.
Like a social commentary on race, or just how different people react to certain situations. I know, like you said, I would be freaking the fuck out, but maybe that's not how that culture would react to it. Because pretty much what he said, like, nope. He's like, literally, that's what he said. That's what black people would say in this type of situation or in this type of movie. Nope. And I love how also when I fucking love this movie because if it was a Blumhouse movie, if it was a remake of fucking Final Destination, just like they have like the memes, it's like, oh, white people hear something in the basement, I'm gonna go check this out. And when Daniel Kaluuya, when OJ was going back to the ranch, when he figured out what was happening after the UFO creature like attacked Jupiter's claim, and he was trying to like warn them, and the car shuts down in the middle of the road, looks out of the thing and sees it, and he's like, nope, and stays in the car.
Yeah,
that would not happen if it was some white asshole would try to be the hero and run out and get killed, and he was like, nope, Not gonna do it. Let's be smart about this. So
they got a pretty big laugh in the theater.
Yeah, and
Did
they
it for you as well?
They used that got a big laugh. The way they used like Nope in the other like in like the dialogue and other moments were not like it wasn't corny. Like it just made sense. This movie was very funny.
Yeah,
there was a lot of parts where there was big laughs in the theater that I was at.
Yeah, a lot of it coming from the Best Buy employee, basically the tech store guy, Angel.
Angel, he was good.
Yeah, when he first came on screen, I was like, this fucking asshole. But by the end of it, you're rooting for him. You know, he's a good kid. He just has a shit job that he doesn't like. So.
But he's smart because he was, peeking through the cameras and everything, and he knew how to install the cameras and everything.
Yeah, and he recognized that the cloud was still, he was the first one to discover that.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. When he's like that cloud, he's like, you guys haven't noticed it. That cloud does not move.
Have you been looking at clouds like kind of different since you've seen this movie? Like I was walking old Scout over here yesterday and a storm was rolling in and I was like, these clouds are extra ominous today.
Yeah, I haven't, but now that you mention it, I'll probably start. Do you think the alien creature was the cloud or hiding in the clouds?
I don't know. Maybe it has some sort of technology where it can
like shapeshift,
control the cloud or just fix the cloud in this one position or something. But hey, it could be, I don't know. However you want to interpret it. Have you ever seen a UFO?
No. Have you?
I have.
How sure are you?
1000%.
Are we talking about what I think you're talking about?
No. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? that was a line from the movie. You gotta see it again.
You want me to tell the story real quick? I can tell
it. Yeah, let's go. Story time, baby.
All right, story time. Here we go.
Put on the tinfoil hats. So,
this was, about over 10 years ago. I was living at the beach. So I was watching TV. By the way, I lived like a few blocks from the beach. My apartment was a few blocks. So it was late one night. I'm watching TV. And my apartment starts to rumble, almost like when a airplane flies over your house and you get that kind of shaking feeling, you know what I'm talking about?
A little like kind of like earthquake a little bit.
Yeah, you just sort of feel the velocity of it. Well, it was like that, but there was no sound. So my apartment is like this, just vibrating and shaking, and like the cats are freaking out and shit is rumbling on the long time ago. So being a few blocks from the beach, my first thought was, oh shit, a meteor just slammed into the ocean, because it felt like a fucking earthquake. I was like, tidal wave's coming. I'm about to die. So I run out onto my porch, look out towards the ocean, and this really big, bright orb pops up. It's hovering over the ocean. Just kind of chilling there for a bit. And then it zooms across the horizon very fast. I'm guessing covering, I don't know how to judge the distance, but I'm guessing miles. So it zooms really fast, does zigzag patterns in the sky. Another one pops up on the other side of the horizon, and they're just kind of hovering there. And I watched this for 10, 15 seconds, and almost like they were kind of communicating in a way. And then they both fly in crazy fucking zigzag patterns, hang out a little bit longer, and then just kind of flicker out like a light bulb. And it was so bright, it was pitch black at night, but it lit up everything around me. Like my yard looked like the sun was coming up. It was so fucking bright. So
that is...
It all lasted for about, I don't know, a minute or so. Like these orbs.
So it happened that fast.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're watching this, it feels like a long time because you're just totally fixated on it.
How were they low to the ground, or were they?
No, they were above the ocean. They were up in the sky above the ocean. So
So it's so weird, like, because obviously there have to be like other life forms out there. It's just funny how like when they decide to expose themselves, because there are so many sightings, and there can't be so many sightings for aliens to not be real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
There's so many people, like Mothman, like where all those people went to the police precinct and they all described the same thing. It's like, all right, this thing has to be real. It's not a figment of everyone's imagination.
Now, I'm sure somebody can listen to my story, and you could say, well, maybe it was some military flight, some top secret thing. But if that is, like, there's nothing that we have that flies in a fucking zigzag. Like, goes
Nothing
against that goes against everything that we understand about physics and all of that. Like, that's fucking impossible.
And for all,
at least to my knowledge. So.
Yeah, again, there's so many things that we just don't know, or that we do know, but they don't want to confirm. Like Area 51. Like, imagine all the shit that we don't know that's in Area 51.
Yeah. Jordan Peele's a fan, I guess.
The tinfoil hats are still on.
Oh man, dude, when I got home from watching Nope, I was like, I'm gonna watch some alien documentaries. I'm just gonna go deep. I love UFO shit.
Same.
I've always been fascinated by it.
Did you watch the Stan Romanoff documentary? It's on Netflix, I believe.
What's it called?
The Stan Romanoff story.
Oh, okay. I don't think so.
Asshole had to put his name in the title for some reason. But it's
I don't think so.
You should watch it. It's very weird. I don't know if it's because I'm gullible or I just believe in this stuff, but like this shit looks real. Everything that he talks about and all the stuff that he describes, it seems real.
Dude, you know what's a really fucking good alien movie is Arrival. Did you see that?
No, I never saw Arrival.
Oh, bro. It's like, you gotta watch that. It's so good.
I hear amazing things, and it's been on my list for like a long time, and I don't know why I haven't seen it.
It's one of the great alien movies. Total original take. Highly recommended.
And I love a good alien movie. I'm with you. I love watching just like seeing like the unknown.
Yeah, it was refreshing to see one, this big movie. Everybody's talking about it. Seeing it on the big screen. It's a fucking alien movie.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time that happened?
Too.
It should.
Not even last alien movie that got like that recognition. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, maybe? No, probably not.
I'm not a big fan of that.
It was personally very, very, very slow, but I did get those vibes in Nope.
Oh,
Close Encounter of the Third Kind.
Jordan Peele's kind of like sort of a little modern day Spielberg in a way. He can take a source like, Close Encounters or Jaws and make it its own thing, like elevated above just being a shark movie or,
Yeah, it brings you into the story. And like that's what Spielberg did. I mean, you could relate to all the characters. People love like Chief Brody and stuff like that. And whatever Elliot from E.T., even though you haven't seen it. But like you got to relate.
If it's streaming somewhere, I'll watch it tonight.
It has to be free somewhere.
E.T. Maybe.
And E.T. loves Reese's.
It's Reese. No, I'm kidding. It's
Reese's. Say it correctly. Do it like I taught you. Reese's like Ramses.
No, you're totally right. I'm just illiterate.
Yeah, that's okay. We can get you hooked on phonics or something. Or Muzzy. Remember Muzzy?
No.
You definitely remember Muzzy.
Remember Mario teaches typing?
No, I don't remember that. Mario,
oh, shit,
like Super Mario? Like
Super Mario. It was like a computer game where you learned to type. This was like very mid-90s. Somebody out there remembers.
If we could pull up Exhibit A.
I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. Speaking of YouTube, we could watch the trailer for Pearl. I know this
Oh
is
yeah,
a Nope.
yeah.
I know this is a Nope episode. I feel like we're missing a lot on our Nope discussion. Like when I listen back to this, I'll be like, God damn it, we totally
We should have
didn't talk
mentioned
about-
10 other things.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of always happens with, oh my God. Scout. Okay. Sorry
No
about
animal
that.
abuse on the podcast.
Hey, that's right.
What else are we missing about Nope? I mean, what do you like the payoff? Did you like how it ended? Did you like how it came to
yeah,
fruition? Because
I
I'm
thought
sure
it was
you had different expectations.
I thought it was a fitting end. The last scene, and I think the first scene is a black man on a horse.
And ends with
Yeah.
Kaluuya in the hero.
So,
That
yeah,
shot.
it wasn't. Yeah, and I've heard it theorized. This probably isn't true that he actually died, and that's like a vision of Keke Palmer because he kind of rides up and he's standing under the sign that says "Out Yonder."
Out yonder, yeah. I don't believe that.
I don't either, but maybe, you know.
That's the beautiful thing about these types of movies. He answered a lot of questions, but he also left some things open-ended for like people to think about and theorize about. Nothing is very set in stone besides like the themes of spectacle and dealing with trauma even. There's he has such detail in his writing that like there's all these little themes that he hits, and it's just surrounded by this one big spectacle. Just like even like Get Out and even Us, there's so many little things that he does that you're like, oh wow, I should probably be a better person.
Yeah. Sure, we're gonna listen back to this and be like, yeah, fuck, we totally skipped over this entire part of the movie. I mean, it's like 2.5 hours long. I know we missed something, but I think overall we really enjoyed it. We're both stoked on Jordan Peele and whatever he's gonna do next. I would put this one behind Get Out if I had to list them right now. I mean, Get Out's just so fucking good. That's a tight movie.
That's his masterpiece.
Yeah, that's his Goodfellas. Hey, Casino's pretty fucking good. Casino's we talked about this the other night.
It's gonna be fucking Get Out or it's gonna be Nope. Which one you got?
Oh, come on, it's got to be Goodfellas,
Not once did that UFO get hit in the head with a fucking bat. That's all I'm saying.
If this took place on Long Island, you would have heard a voice in the UFO say, "Hey, take a picture. It'll last longer."
We're going down to the show. I got a fucking cannoli.
Hey, what the fuck you looking at down there?
This movie would have been called Canope.
Oh shit!
That was a bad one.
But it's so bad it's
good. Just like the new Halloween franchise.
Hey,
just
God damn it!
bad.
You shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, you got me as a co-host now. This is going to be the longest running gag.
What have I got myself into here? Oh, one quick thing. I love the fact that, like animals, you can't look it in the eye, or that's how it's. Oh, you just froze for a second. I was like, oh shit.
Waiting for you to talk.
So yeah, I like that. I like that aspect of it. I thought that was pretty cool, and how OJ picks up on that just from working with horses.
Yeah. And like with such like an overbearing creature like that, yet you have to beat it. If it's like a hero type of story, there has to be a way to beat this thing. So it was a cool way to introduce the animal wrangling thing and utilize his knowledge of that with this alien creature. And it was just like, I feel like Jordan Peele, like with stuff like that, like sometimes you might write yourself into a hole. Like, fuck, how are these characters going to get out of the situation? And it kind of forces you to think outside the box and be more creative. And that's genius. Like he's just so good. Jordan Peele is easily one of the best directors working today. There's no doubt about it.
Can't argue that. You know what I thought was going to come into play? You know how they kept playing that song, I Wear My Sunglasses at Night?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, is that going to be... It's like, hey, you defeat the creature by wearing sunglasses, or something like.
Or they're gonna do a Stranger Things. They hear I wear my sunglasses at night, and they're saved from the aliens.
No, if it was Stranger Things, they'd be like, here, put on these Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Here, drink this Coke Zero. It'll guide you from it'll navigate you from the aliens.
With these new Ray-Ban aviators, you can see at night, or something like that.
It's just product placement 101. Let's do a class.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Nope, Douglas? Anything you want to add? I mean, I had a great fucking time with this. Yeah, one of the funnest theater experiences I've had in a while. I mean, with the exception of like being sandwiched right beside people that were just munching on popcorn as loud as they fucking could through the entire movie. Can theaters ban popcorn? It's the loudest snack in the world. Okay. It's literally like, go ahead and sell Pop Rocks while you're at it. Like, let's just get it real fucking loud.
They should just, all the employees should like light a stick of dynamite and toss it in every like half hour.
And it's so
just to distract you from the popcorn.
Oh,
like, popcorn is just like, because you know what?
Eat it at home.
Supposed to be loud. Movies are supposed to be loud as fuck. So like, you're not supposed to hear the chewing, but people are mouth breathers and they don't know how to chew correctly.
Eat it at home, okay? Please.
I did accidentally
like
eat a bag of chips. Right now. I mean, I'm total grandpa. Like, not even. I'm with you on the grandpa shit. Just being like an old crotchety man. Like, dude, come on, we're watching a movie. Phones in movie theaters.
Oh yeah.
I'll like I will fucking spit on the back of your head. Pull out a phone. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, my man? If you don't want to watch the movie, get outside.
I can just picture you hawking a loogie, but it flies a little too far and it's an unsuspecting guy. He's like, who's the dead man that hit me with the salt shaker?
Kick his ass, Seabass. Classic movie.
Oh, trust me, sir. I would never do anything to offend a man of your stature. Oh, man.
Easily one of the best comedies of the 90s or ever.
Oh. You could argue that, yeah.
Jim Carrey had quite a decade.
Doug, do you want to watch the trailer for Pearl while we're here?
Let's do it. Let's kill two birds with one.
Yeah,
note.
We've only been talking for like an hour or so. We usually go a little longer, so whatever. We got time. I'm getting a little hungry over here, but it's okay.
You gotta eat your fucking mother's sauce.
Hey, don't you ever talk about my mother.
I got two garlic knots for you to suck on right here.
Two garlic knots.
Oh, you thinking of signing off this podcast? Garlic knot. Don't fucking think so.
Oh, fucking garlic knot. Hey, Doug, you're a New Yorker. What's the secret to a good sauce? A good sauce.
You know what? I don't fuck with. I'm an olive oil and butter man. I don't fuck with the marinara sauce like that. But homemade's the way to go. If you're gonna make a nice sauce, you better make it homemade and take all day. To really, I bet
your dad makes a killer sauce, doesn't he?
My dad makes some good simple sauces. He loves a good bolognese. Good bolognese sauce that he makes.
All right.
But I fuck with, give me olive oil and butter all day. Not even butter, just olive oil.
All right, I got some olive oil and butter right here for you. We got the new trailer for Pearl.
Sweet mother Pearl.
Oh, man. All right, you ready? I've only watched this once, so...
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I need to give this a rewatch. All right, here we go. Trailer for Pearl.
So that I'll make it far, far away from this place.
Well, caring for your family during these times is admirable. But you only get one take at this life.
If only they would just die.
Pardon?
Nothing. I want to be be special, dancing up on the screen like the pretty girls in the pictures.
I will not let you leave this farm again.
I'm worried there may be something real wrong with me. Rumor has it they only take one gal per town.
We're looking for someone with X Factor.
Has to be me.
How about a film nobody else has seen?
Is it legal?
Will be eventually.
I know what I've done. Bad things. Terrible, awful, murderous things. I want to be loved from as many people as possible. But truth is, I'm not really a good person.
All right. The Monsters trailer looked better, though. Let's be honest. No, I'm kidding.
Easily better set pieces. Just the lighting alone in the Munsters trailer. Light years better than Pearl.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry about that.
We watching
Yeah.
something else?
I don't know. Nah, we're not. But hey, it looks good. I love that they're playing that song from the House of a Thousand Corpses. I wanna be
Yeah.
the one that Sherry Moon sings.
Yes. Looks fucking good.
It does. Yeah. Does look good.
It's good that Ty West is striking while the iron's hot. Everyone's still talking about X. It's coming out this year, so that's a good look. We don't have to wait that long.
September, yes.
The parallels between Pearl and Maxine are very, very similar. She got told she had the X Factor. She wanted to be a star too. I don't really know what to take from that because it's very, very eerily similar.
I mean, I was thinking about this as well. This doesn't, I guess it's not a bad thing. I mean, Mia Goth played Maxine. She played Pearl. And now we're getting a young Pearl, but she's essentially
Looks like
Maxine.
Mia Goth. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can suspend my disbelief and be like, okay, Mia Goth is great. Whatever. I mean, I guess that should technically be a different actress, though.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
If it's going to be, yeah.
I'm not going to let it take me out of the movie. But
no, it's cool that Mia Goth, like, she's really digging deep on this character because she co-wrote it or, like, co-produced it or something with Ty West. She's, like, making it her own. And, hey, original female slasher, let's go. Let's fucking go. It's something different. Different is good. And representation matters. So this is some shit that we haven't seen before. The whole 1950s kind of aspect of it's really cool.
I think 20s. It's more 20s. Like 1910s or 20s.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, because X was 70s.
Yes.
So.
1920s. Very like old sitcom-y. Kind of the way, this is just from the one scene, when they're all gathered around the dinner table. Kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre a little bit. So obviously still drawing some inspo from Leatherface.
Possibly. Did she fuck a scarecrow? Is that what happened?
It looks like she's masturbating near a scarecrow. She could be holding hands with it.
Hey, maybe she just like stuck a corn cob on that scarecrow with a towel.
I mean, it was the 1920s. Dildos weren't readily available.
You had to get creative. You had to shuck some.
That's how you shuck the corn, baby.
Have you ever shucked corn?
No, I'm from New York.
Okay. I figured.
Have you shucked corn?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm a fucking redneck, dude. Tree? That's true. You're a hick.
Yeah. I just got electricity last week. What is this thing? Is this a microphone? How does this work?
I need to call the IT guys over here. I got one on call.
I'm just a poor old country boy. Oh,
where's the Geek Squad?
Well, yeah, Pearl looks good. More fresh, original horror movies coming down the pipe.
All right.
Good shit.
Top five top 5.
Oh man, you're top 5 in me? You're top 5 in me?
I'm a top 5 type of guy.
All right, let's
Just
hear it.
because it's already like the middle of the year. How many horror movies came out this year?
Oh man, a lot. What's the list?
Scream, X,
Mhm.
Nope, Black Phone.
Mhm. Yes, that came
Fuck
out.
off. that was a movie.
Yes, that is a movie I've seen this year. Yes.
Hold
What are
on.
you gonna ask me? Like top 5 of the year?
Top so far
Oh man, I'd have to.
in order.
Was Candyman this year?
Was it?
God, time is so weird. I never
I
know.
know.
What,
I don't really understand.
like what
Oh,
fucking year is it?
Men, Crimes of the
I
Future.
haven't seen Men.
Oh, that's right. You need to see it because it's fucking.
Well, I can tell you what my number 1 is. X. There you go.
I was wondering if you were gonna say Nope or X. I know you only seen Nope once.
I would still go X. I think. I mean, they're 2 very different movies. I love X for different reasons.
Very different
I still gotta go with X. Yeah.
Yeah, that I've actually only seen X once.
I saw it twice in theaters.
I need to watch it again,
Yeah.
just to solidify it. But it would.
What else came out this year?
I was.
Hey, you know what number 2 is gonna be, buddy? You know what number 2 is gonna be? Halloween Ends. What's up?
No, so far, motherfucker. Not yet. Keep that in your fucking back pocket, scumbag. We got X,
Like
Uma.
a breadstick. Put it in your back pocket.
a breadstick for fucking Olive Garden. Men, then just random movies that like Fresh. I didn't see Fresh. Did you see that with Sebastian?
Fresh was
Stan?
pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was a
I
one
didn't
and done
see it.
watch though. I don't want to rewatch it, but it was very well executed and acted, and it was pretty original story for the most part.
It was like comedic though, right? Like it was like a very comedic
not-
horror.
Not so much. I mean,
Oh,
there was,
all right.
especially like once the thing happens and you find out what the movie's about, it has a pretty dark tone to it. I feel like.
All right.
I mean, there is laughter in it.
Checking it out.
Yeah,
I'll have
it's
to
a good.
watch it.
Yeah, just throw it on one day. It's a good way to kill 2 hours.
Then we got Master with Regina Hall, Amazon Prime original.
I never
She's like
saw
a
that.
teacher. Yeah, no.
I mean, Get
still
Out goes to
haven't
college.
seen it. Get Out grows up.
Get Out 2. Babe 2. Pig in the City.
Get Out back to school.
Get Out 2. Electric Boogaloo.
I wasn't
gonna.
Sharp.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, that came out this year. Then we have Hatching, which I really want to see. That movie looks creepy. Super weird.
Dude, you know what else is coming out this year? Terrifier 2.
Let's get a fucking date for it. Damien Leone promised us a trailer a month ago, a full trailer.
Ooh. I'm
But,
pretty
like, he
sure
was
I
supposed to
heard.
release it a month ago.
Pretty sure I heard September, October. If it
wait.
doesn't come out,
Yeah, Halloween. Sorry, there is a release date. I'm an idiot. Halloween.
it's coming out on Halloween.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so. Or
shit.
like the day of or day before. And it's gonna have like a
Dude.
limited theater run. So that'd be cool to see it in theaters.
Yeah, good luck finding a theater that's going to show that shit. I mean,
It's gonna be all the way
hopefully
around
there will be.
Congo.
Hopefully there will be some around here because sign me up for that shit.
The
I'm
Alamo
excited.
sounds like they play it near you.
Maybe
Think
if
the
they do,
Alamo
I'll go see it.
Yeah, October is gonna be a fun month. We got Halloween fucking ends, and Terrifier 2, and what else? The Monster September. I'm so pumped.
Ooh,
So excited.
You know what? They released a second trailer for that, and
Wait, the Monsters?
yeah, it
Wait.
was like an advertisement for the Blu-ray release.
Oh,
And you can tell Rob Zombie didn't cut this trailer because it looks better. You know, it still looks like shit, aesthetically, but it does look better. It's a better trailer.
All right. I haven't seen that one. I have to give it a chance. Oh man.
I mean,
I wish I couldn't ask for a better trailer than what was released.
I better go.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that trailer. It's one of my favorite trailers of all
Yeah,
time.
I mean, it's definitely captivating. I watched it 10 fucking times, I think.
My
I mean,
cold dead heart. It's like
Just the
what
worst.
is happening?
just the worst sound mixing you've ever heard in your life.
Pee-wee's Playhouse is better acting.
All right, well, Doug, I think that's gonna just about do it for this episode.
Let's wrap it up, baby.
Let's wrap it up. Yeah, nope.
No condoms required. What?
No. I said, nope. Great fucking movie. That's right. We're raw dogging over here. Couple of raw.
Nope twice.
Yeah, Nope was fucking great. Pearl looks good. It's a good time for horror movies, man. I mean, so much shit to be excited about. So
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Only gonna get better from here.
And we are gonna talk about all of it when the time comes. But until then, I'm Phil. This has been Doug, and we'll talk to you next time. All right, later, Doug. Love you, buddy.
Love you, bro.